The ban and protect. And already enables banning out that Vesper.
The Argus.
I love it. The Argus gets banned by replays. Boys, they do not want that shot going to be in play at all.
Well, that's a very interesting ban.
Yeah.
I definitely thought we'd see something like that going up against a team like Elevate. But, you know, FaZe, these guys are really creative with the strategies that they use, the things that they implement. And I remember in an online scrim a few days ago, you know, they were banning some suspect stuff. And some of the other teams weren't too happy about it.
I love to see it. Well, there goes Rapid Fire. High caliber. Nothing else as of yet. Saints and
Everything
Clayster
else
now
normal, aside from that Argus ban.
Yeah, there goes the flashbang. It's almost like they tried to sneak it in there like, oh, wow, Vesper, Rapid Fire, high caliber, flashbang. Everything's normal. What, Argus? If I wasn't paying attention, I just came back to my seat. That would catch me off guard, to say the least. What do you expect to see from these final few things? Kinetic being banned out.
I think
not
that's
a surprise at all.
Fairly normal ban. Some of the players don't like that specific specialist. They hate going up against it. There goes the Shiva as well. So one ban left for Luminosity. Things like the concussion grenade are still in. And as I say that, Spacely is going to go ahead and take that out of the game. So now we're entering the specialist strat. Things that I expect to see. Maybe the Scythe.
Yes.
You know, Heat Wave.
I love it. I love when the redhead enable.
The Heat Wave only
grabs
makes sense.
that Heat Wave.
The Fire Break.
It's so fitting, and then replays.
But the Purifier, getting picked up by replays. Saw Aches go huge in that first game with the Purifier. Made close to a game-winning play with it. Heat Wave also getting picked up. So both things for the Fire Break getting chosen here for Luminosity. 3 Fire
Breaks so far will attach, make it a perfect 4 for 4. He does. Hey, that's a pretty good specialist on this map, to say the least. As you can see, both teams electing to pick those right off the bat. Now, with Clayster Slip, you expect maybe a Scythe grab, maybe an Annihilator grab. Saints as well in the same boat. And then from Spacely and Zooma, maybe the likes of an active camo. Maybe we'll see a Psychosis come out.
Annihilator, okay.
Pretty much
I think Clayster,
stuff.
Phenomenal accuracy Annihilator, a great pick for him. And it's going to get counterpicked by Spacely.
Okay.
So a mirror matchup here as Zooma picks the Scythe. So
I like that.
The same abilities, the same weapons available for both teams here. I think those are some good picks for a map like EVAC.
Now, let's talk about that Argus ban, because that caught me off guard. What did replays ban that out for?
I think he was thinking, because, you know, you look at guys like Zooma and Attach, they are so aggressive and so in your face that they could really use the shotgun to the best of its ability. And you look at some of these hardpoints, you know, that glass hardpoint, the kitchen hardpoint, very close quartered engagements. Guns, you know, shotguns can really shine in situations like that.
You know, so many people love seeing the Argus get used. Legion, who's very big Call of Duty streamer and YouTuber, Pink Wall, is the biggest Argus fan I know. He uses it in every situation. It could be the most important match of his life, and he's using the Argus as his secondary. Makes me a little frustrated because it's not the most viable weapon on every map, but he is sure to use it every single time.
Across the map with the Argus.
Doesn't work out too often. It's got a range limit. It does have a long range, but EVAC hardpoint. We saw the match earlier on today, how close it was, how it came down to those final 11 seconds. Do you expect something similar between FaZe and Luminosity here?
Potentially. This map is really big on early rotations and controlling the spawns. I mean, you saw it in that complexity envy match, you know, especially over near the vents hardpoint. If you're able to just push out either side, push out all the lanes, you force the other team to just spawn so far away, it takes them a good 10, 15 seconds to get back in a position where they can attack and contest and try to earn some position close to the hard point. So look for teams to rotate, you know, around the 20-second, 25-second mark. A good rule of thumb is as soon as you start thinking of rotating, you might as well just rotate.
Do it. Yeah. Because then you start getting hesitation.
Yeah.
If all your players, if you have 2 going, should we start to rotate? Should we start to rotate? The other 2 guys are still charging towards the hill. Then one person pulls back. You can't play for the trade. It gets a little awkward. Instead, have that clear, concise decision. Boys, we're rotating. All 4 players here. Let's get set up. You love to see the stuff like that from the players. The game is slowly getting started. Revan, predictions for this series. Who do you think takes it?
You know, both these teams look really good. I think it's going to be a little too close to call. I hate to say it's going to go to another game 5, but I do think FaZe are going to take it. I'm going to say 3-1 here.
I got FaZe up.
FaZe up?
I think that's how you do it, right?
I don't know.
Wow. I have my FaZe hat in my car. Apparently, I'm a fanboy. But Game 2, our second series of the night, our final series of the night on the secondary stream. The action is still going on between Optic Gaming and Elevate. It doesn't look like that's going to a Game 5. Maven has been yelling and sweating so much that I'm pretty sure.
I even heard Mr. X yell.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're getting a doctor here to help him out. But the match has started up. Let's go into the game right now as we start our second series of the night. We're on board with FaZe up the start.
Yeah, let's take a look at what these guys are using. So interesting, Clayster, he's the guy with the SMG.
What?
Zooma's got the M8.
What?
Attach has a Kuda in his hands as he's making his way along the wall run. Gets first blood as they're going to be entering inside the hardpoint. Let's switch back over to Zooma.
Fast mags on that Kuda, wants to be able to reload as quickly as possible, and Zooma making that M8 look strong, to say the least. Attach dropping Saints with that Kuda. Great start from FaZe.
You know, the thing I love about Enable is he has everything going on in the back of his mind. So you got guys like Attach and Zooma. They're mainly focused on the kills. Clayster focused on controlling a certain position. And it was like, okay, where can these guys come from? Where are they spawning? Where are our weaknesses? As the kill feed gets dominated by FaZe early on in this game, Zooma, I think he already has his HC.
Zooma does have that HC. He was EMP'd momentarily, and I love this route he's taking. He's going all the way through the back building.
Meeting up with Attach.
To just get one level deeper. Attach with that Kuda, hits the shots from range. There's Zooma for the trade, and just like that, FaZe continuing to dominate the start, already up by 40 seconds.
All right, so now it's going to be Attach making his way inside the hardpoint. He gets taken down, but you got Zooma right behind him with the M8 just controlling this back helipad. You see his teammates are going to get a split spawn. So this is very dangerous for Luminosity because they have to worry about both angles here. It's going to be Enable pushing inside the hardpoint. He's got the M8 as well. He moves in, but he's going to get team killed by Attach. Doesn't matter. Actually, it will matter in the end. They only got one player inside. It's going to be Clayster. HC gets taken down from the side as 3 kills made by FaZe. The Hellstorm missile now acquired by Zooma.
Tommy P, they call him Papa for a reason because right now he's 7-0. Let's go. We gotta watch. We gotta watch Tommy P.
Yeah.
He just got another player. We missed the Cerberus pickup. He's gonna be calling Wally, and very soon FaZe up by 50 seconds.
Say that again.
I'm good. I don't want to get fired, but up by 50 seconds already and growing. FaZe looking stronger than ever before. Zooma hasn't died yet.
Yeah, that's pretty insane. But one thing I'm seeing FaZe do very well is, one, they're moving like as a group, right? So going into that previous hardpoint before it popped up, you saw Attach and Zooma working
the outside
together.
wall run.
Yep. It's going to be Clayster using that. He's got overclock on, so he's going to be... Oh, he's still alive. He's still alive. He's going to go all the way around. That actually works out perfectly. As he's going to come right behind Spacey. I love the patience he's taking right now. Takes down Spacey. And that's just going to be a nuisance in the back. Luminosity, they have to worry about Clayster. This is going to buy time for his teammates to come in. And here comes the Cerberus.
Literally, this is everything going right for FaZe right now. If we do some quick addition right now, they're up by about 15 kills. Clayster still has control of the hardpoint. He's got his Annihilator in the timing. That was so bad. But Zooma hits the 2-piece with the Hellstorm. They still have control of the hill. They've got a full 1-minute lead. Everything going right for the Red Militia right now, except for the fact that Zooma's Cerberus just went AWOL and killed Clayster.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. But going back to the point I was making earlier, FaZe are doing a great job at pushing outside of the hardpoint. They leave one guy behind to, of course, get the time, and then they just continue their slaying, you know, on all the lanes on the map. And now, less than 10 seconds remaining. You see Luminosity, one player pushing forward. The Cerberus might take care of him, but the rest of the FaZe players, they're already fighting for position in the glass hardpoint.
The Cerberus just rolling around on the map. Unfortunately, I don't think they programmed the AI to know the rotation of the hardpoint, so not being the best fifth teammate as of right now. Attach, pushing out towards this helipad side.
They got guys on each lane of the map.
They got everything watched. The HC comes in. Zooma should die to that one from Saints, but it doesn't matter because as the HC gets called in, Clayster hits the flank. He's on a 3 streak as well. FaZe outslaying in every way. They're outscoring their opponents. They're outplaying their opponents, dominating this game 1.
Yeah, and as Attach dies, right, you see a great fill-in rotation by FaZe. You know, Zooma pushes out, tries to pick up the gap that was left by Attach. Enable comes in, takes control of the hardpoint. Everything just seems to be clicking for FaZe right now. I mean, look at the kills, right? Enable, he's 16-5 right now. Zooma 14-6, 14-8 for Clayster.
I just added it up. Right now, FaZe is on a 10 combined kill streak. They're on pace to finish this game positive 50 in the slaying department. And, you know, now there's viewers, right, that are Luminosity fans going, wow, Courage and Revan are such fanboys of FaZe as Zooma just died to fall damage. How do you not say
they're up by 100 points
and compliment them on how well they're playing this game right now? Luminosity are no slouches at all. They've got some of the best slayers in the game in Saint, and John can make a case for that as well after we saw from yesterday. But right now, they are being shredded apart. FaZe are playing the game they want to, so you got to give them props.
I mean, look, John and Saints, they're playing fine right now. John's close to being even. Saints is positive, but you look at replays, you look at Spacely, they only have 8 kills combined right now.
Yeah.
Combined, they're 8 and 31. You know, in a game like Hardpoint, that's just not going to cut it. You need some help in the slaying department. You expect them to at least be going even you know, considering they do spend a lot of time in the objective.
Absolutely. As Saints is sitting in the corner, just trying to stay alive, the lead slowly diminishing. They've done a great job of holding this first hard point on the second rotation. Saints still staying alive. He's slowly inching towards that HG. He loses that gun battle to Clayster. Clay with some beautiful movement there. The slaying has slowed down a little bit for FaZe. Another nice use of the HCXD, and this is a full spawn control. Now for FaZe Clan, it's Enable in the back of the map. He's got that heat wave as well. Let's see how long FaZe can hold this down.
I mean, Clayster was being such a nuisance at that middle hard point that it's like Luminosity forgot to rotate. They're like, all right, we got to kill Clayster. He's in the middle, but the Purifier coming out from attach. Zooma backs up with a kill of his own, and right now they're just clearing out all the lanes. It's going to be attached. He's going to be close to getting some score streaks, but Enable, he gets taken down over near the anchor. Attach, he knows the situation, man. He knows these kills are super important, is able to get one, but great decision-making from everybody on FaZe right now.
You've got to love that from Attach. Should just play that corner, get his HC, trade the kill. Almost able to get 4 dead again for FaZe, but Saints is able to stay alive and pick up 2 kills of his own.
Okay.
Beautiful clearing out by Luminosity. They're showing they still have some life in this game. It is definitely not over, but they have a tough amount of score to come back in this game. They will get these last 10 seconds. That will put them within about 60 points of FaZe. But Clayster has that Annihilator. He's top AC. This is the power position you want to see him be in with this specialist.
Yeah, and let's be honest. In Black Ops 3, the hardpoint game is never over until either the game time runs down or somebody reaches 250 points. So many opportunities for a team to come back here.
Clayster.
Oh, he gets a 3-piece right there, and now he's going to take out the Annihilator. He could do some serious slaying over here in the top AC.
He's a man on a mission. There's one.
Ooh.
Just misses the second. Beautiful shots from replays to chop him down. You can see, though, Attach and this FaZe team, they know how important this top AC vent area is to pick up the players coming from Kitchen. Another beautiful use of the HC. It's such a strong score streak. You wouldn't expect it, but the pro players use it in such smart ways. That's going to be FaZe. They should be able to get these last 10 seconds as long as they can stop this final push from Luminosity.
Rotation by Attach. Unfortunately, he gets cut down, but speaking a bit more about the HC, like, where's the flak jacket? I mean, I get these guys don't want to use flak jacket because, you know, you want to use that overclock. You want to use that afterburner, but that's going to leave you vulnerable to all the lethals and, of course, the HC, which is pretty easy to earn.
I mean, like, look at the kill feed again. On the rotation, replays gets picked off from top glass. You got to kind of sit yourself at a point. How useful is Afterburner on this map? There, a great use of Heat Wave. Enable pre-firing John. He takes him down. FaZe back up by 90 seconds. Enable gets another HC to his name.
Clears out everything in middle here.
A team kill from Luminosity. Everything's falling apart at the moment as FaZe are pulling away with this game number 1.
All right, so Enable has some work to do inside the hardpoint. He sees the Luminosity players all around him. Get some help from Zooma. He goes down. So Luminosity, they're going to break inside the hard point. They're going to start getting a little bit of time here as they're continuing to fight. Replays now has his Purifier, so they're starting to gain their specialists. This can definitely aid them in coming back into this game, but they have a long road ahead of them.
Replays just pre-firing with this Purifier. Hasn't connected with a single kill as of yet. They know exactly where he is. That's going to be one beautiful use of that specialist, but you can still see the score. It's still 90-plus seconds in favor of FaZe. Replays doing all he can to stay alive. He's slowly pushing out that back laundry area. Attach connects with the HCXD. That was a targeted pick there to stop that flamethrower from being used. Now Clayster will call on the lightning strike on this middle hard point, and they will begin to pinch in his face to try to close out this game. Beautiful lightning from Clayster to pick up 2 kills.
All right, so moving over to Attach inside the middle hard point. I mean, Luminosity, they need to make use of their specialists here, and they need to start winning all of these gunfights. I mean, Saints, he's doing all he can, man. 30 and 23, but once again, Spacey and Replays, they're pretty far negative right now.
Yeah, and John staying alive inside the hill. I feel like this is one where they need to hold at least close to 60 seconds on Revan, because if they hold this, they get the spawns to the next ones. They'll give themselves a chance to come right back in this game, but as I say that, a beautiful effort from FaZe. Not only,
and look at the spawns,
not only do they flawlessly break the hill, but they have control of the spawns. Not sure if I agree with everyone charging right in towards Kitchen. You can see,
that's rough.
So what just happened right there was John calls that in. He goes to push it out towards that bottom bar area. The FaZe player shoots it, blows up not only John, but his teammate. Now they hold that back spawn area. Zooma doing what he can to blow up the HC. He gets challenged from the side and wins that gun battle as well. FaZe just 8 seconds away from closing out map number 1.
And the scary thing for Luminosity here is that they need all this time. They can't give up really any scrap time here, so they need to kind of give up on the rotation to the next hard point. You know, leave one guy behind, everyone else pushes through, which, you know, you're fighting a man down at that point. Clayster, he's got the Annihilator in his hand as they're trying to break from both sides once again. You saw it last time this hard point came around. Just FaZe, a flawless break once again by them. Clayster still with the Annihilator, trying to do some damage. They are 5 points away from taking map number 1.
Beautiful use of Heatwave from John as he picks up 3 kills. Zooma has a sight, though. They're already on the rotation. They're going to give up those last 15 seconds. Clayster gets the entry kill.
Might as well take out the scythe.
This looks like this will be one of the final moments of the game. Ooh. The HC connects on Zooma, but doesn't get the kill. Beautiful use of Flak Jacket there. That's what you'd like to see, Revan.
Yeah, might as well just play it safe. You know, everybody's been using the HC. Might as well use that Flak Jacket, because if they use the HC, that's time they're spending, you know, not pushing up, not on rotation. John was able to earn himself some streaks, so slowly but surely, Luminosity, they're making this a game. They're only down by 40 seconds. They can definitely do this. And I think they will get to 249 on this hill.
Who's that on the flank? It's going to be Clayster again from that back outskirts area. Will the lightning be enough, though, to hold him off? It doesn't appear so. Clayster wins 1. He calls in the HC, but he's going to die before he's able to use it. So Luminosity are still staying alive in this game. Attach picks up a headshot. Replays and squad are slowly pushing the hill, but what a Semtex from Clayster. There's now just 1 player left inside the hard point. It's going to be Saints trying to challenge, and that should do it. FaZe win it 250 to 211. What a game from Saints as he drops 40 and 31, but Clayster leads FaZe. 11 defends, over a minute in the hill, 40 and 24. Showing why he remains one of the top slayers in Call of Duty.
I mean, Zooma and Attach really start to slow down towards the later stage.
Players are like a player specialist. I think that it's really more of that check mechanic.
And there goes
Overkill,
as we go into
first
ban of the
Overkill banned out by FaZe. They do not want replays to have that.
Okay, and yeah, speaking a bit more about the EMP, normally players love the stun check stuff, right? But that's something that is consistently banned out in most game types. So that's why you see more EMP checking being used. Second bans coming through for both these teams. What are you kind of expecting to get taken out? Of course, high caliber.
Rapid fire. Yeah. I mean, you got to expect maybe the tacticals to go out. Don't expect to see the Argus ban at all this game.
Okay, HCXC, I love that. I've been waiting for somebody to take out the HCXC. Love that Attach decided to go for that route.
All right. So the HC goes. There goes the tactical. So the HC is a big difference maker for me so far in this game. We'll wind up talking about that one as the players
the most common score streak you see used.
Oh, 100%.
Without a doubt.
Not only is it the lowest one, but it's also quite potent. I did not expect it to play such a big role in these matches. There goes the active camo from Enable. Love active camo on this map. It lets you peek that bomb site. If you're on offense, you run right up past those stone blocks, get on that head cover near that A-bomb site. There is the concussion being banned out, so there goes the tacticals.
Okay.
So there they go. Pretty normal bans outside that HC.
So, yeah, for the most part, very normal. Shiva still in play.
Ooh.
So things you still need to be mindful of. But for the most part, a lot of things very consistent. Definitely the HC, that is the big one. So let's see what these guys are going to choose in terms of specialists. Overdrive, yes, still in. Clayster immediately picking that. So that's also going to alert Luminosity because that was the first pick. Now they're like, oh, you know what? Maybe we should use Overdrive. If they would have maybe saved that for someone like Zooma who could, with that Overdrive, hit the flank a little bit quicker. But then again, Afterburner's still in play, so he can still, you know, cover a lot of ground. We see kinetic armor getting picked by both teams. That's also something that was still in play. A very common specialist you see used. Heatwave picked up by Enable. Finally, we see some glitches. Spacely had a sick glitch play last night.
Glitch is my favorite thing to ever happen to Call of Duty. It's just so much fun to watch.
That's the only specialist I ever see you run.
Oh, yeah, I literally take it away. I'll be playing with certain pro players like Neslo will want it. I'll just take it every single time, and then he rages at me and says hurtful things. But Psychosis picked up by both Saints and Zooma to close things out. So really,
nearly a mirror.
The big things to talk about: Overdrive by Clayster, and the HC ban by FaZe, which was, I think, attached
to that out, yeah.
So FaZe obviously having some ideas when going into this one, and Clayster banned out the Overkill, which I think was a targeted ban towards replays.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And I'm curious to see, is replays going to take out the sniper? And for you guys, what's gone down on the primary stream? It's going to round 11. Apathy is actually subbing in for his team. Elevate versus Optic Gaming. It's in Game 5, Round 11, Redwood Search and Destroy. Those guys are going crazy over there.
No matter how that ends up, Maven's just going to be screaming.
Yeah.
I mean, I keep mentioning it, but it is really so loud.
Like, I'm sure you guys might hear them. They're literally right across from us. I'm sure there are times where you hear them through our mic.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So we're just waiting for the players to go through the creative class. Kinetic armor picked up by both teams. That is very good.
Nearly a mirror matchup. The only difference you see is Overdrive for Clayster and Glitch for Spacely.
Now, my question to you is, are you a believer in the two-man top wall run push where basically you have one person go in, he slides across, he's your bait, and you trade the kill there on the offensive side? Or would you rather kind of see maybe that just uses like a secret flank instead of putting so much kind of pressure on it?
I'm always a believer when it comes to certain team pushes. You know, as long as you're working alongside with your team,
Justin Bieber.
Even if it could be questionably the wrong decision, it's always the right play to work along with your teammates. You know, teamwork is always going to prevail in the end. So it could be a bit of those riskier plays, but definitely something that could win you around.
All right, well, we are so close to getting this game underway. They're now just finishing out their score streaks.
Yeah.
I'm just excited to see, where this Luminosity team goes in this game, because they fully surprised me. The game that surprised me the most yesterday was absolutely Search, because they go up against a team like Complexity. They beat them with relative ease. Game 1 was a close hard point. Game 3 was a very close uplink. I think they finished 3-2.
Yeah.
But the one that really they shined in was S&D. Will they do the same thing here today? Does look like we have a winner on the mainstream. I'm not going to say who.
I'm not going to be a spoiler.
I'm not giving any spoilers.
I mean, we're going to spoil that it went to map 5, round 11, but we ain't going to tell you who won.
We're not going to tell you who won. But as we go into this next matchup, it's going to be FaZe versus Luminosity. If you are just now tuning in from the mainstream, FaZe are up 1-0 in this best-of-5 series. Reminder, both of these teams are 1-0 currently on the season. Let's hop right into the game right now to start off this Search and Destroy on Stronghold.
All right, so first let's flip through the players on FaZe. They're on offense. Let's see what these guys are using. So Attach, he's got a sniper thermal sight to use. It's going to be Clayster. He's got the M8, Elcar in his back pocket. First blood already made, because Replays also has a sniper of his own. He takes down Zooma, immediately traded by Enable. He responds by taking down John, and I love what Attach is doing here. He's got a good angle to work with, and he can easily spot. And this is what we were talking about these sniper shots, right? Your mid-air, your mid-thrust can be pretty tough to hit some of these shots, but it looks like FaZe, they might be gearing up for a bit of a bunker push, but like we saw with Envy, the bomb carrier is on the other side of the map. This is something that can hurt them later in the round.
Yeah, I love seeing the stage, the curtains thermal being used here by Attach. This is one of my favorite ones because it gives you that little red dot, just like you're using a regular weapon. The cold-blooded, though, being used by Replays. He gets a second kill of the round with the sniper.
No, how is he
so even with overkill out, they're still going to use it. But here's exactly what I said. This flank by FaZe, Enable's able to pick up one, but Spacely trades the kill. It's now 1v2, Attach with Justice RK5.
Time winding down, not a lot of time to go pick up the bomb, but it's a 1-on-2. He knows where at least one player is. Going to switch to that sniper rifle.
He's got to go quick.
Peeking out, yeah, he only 15 seconds. Does spot him, misses the shot. And now you got his teammate. It's going to be Saints. Might be coming up right behind him. I think he's playing over near the bottom. Lambo does find one on Spacely.
He doesn't.
Is it going to turn around? Yeah, Saints does not have to move. He's just going to run away. As Luminosity, they pick up their first round on defense.
So something to remember, if you are new to competitive Call of Duty, Search and Destroy, that team that's attacking needs to plant that bomb in that time limit, or else they lose that round. So you see, well, there's a player still alive for both teams, but it's because that Luminosity squad was on defense, they win round 1 because they did not let the opposing team plant. Up 1-0, nice start from Luminosity. Let's see if Replay selects to use that sniper even on offense. Oh, he will.
He's got it.
He's feeling it today.
I want to flip through real quick. VMP, M8, VMP, so 2 subs, 1 assault rifle, 1 sniper. And he's going to be playing over near this bunker side. There's one player inside there. That's going to be Clayster, as you see where the Luminosity guys are going to be setting up. 3 guys over near rocks. Nate going to come in from Replays. Doesn't land a hit marker as he repositions himself, trying to spot over near the B site.
So right now it's looking like Luminosity are kind of waiting for FaZe to make a mistake, right? They're kind of waiting for FaZe to peek out, let Replays hit a shot. They're waiting for them to maybe get too aggressive towards that wall run. You could see a 3-man stack for either team near that mansion side. We'll see who is able to strike first blood. So far, as of yet, nothing has come into play. Slow pace, to say the least, between these two teams.
Yeah, you got to be careful whenever you're pushing in matchup, but it's going to be good timing there for Spacely. Unfortunately, it just does not win his gunfight. Here comes Saints trying to trade the kill, and he gets caught with his gun out. Zooma picks up that kill. Now you're left to replays. And a 1-on-4, one player coming around the flank. That's going to be Clayster, a flawless round for FaZe. As we see her here on Stronghold, both teams winning their defensive round.
And what's funny is kind of was the same spot for those two teams. Whoever was sniping was the last player alive.
Yeah.
Kind of no overkill, nothing really going for him, numbers against him. It was attach in round 1, replays in round 2. FaZe able to tie it back up. It's all 1-1.
And I think that's going to be the story here for Stronghold. Whoever could try to win that one offensive round is going to be more than likely the ones who take the map. But Enable, he's got the most kills right now for FaZe. He's going to be the one picking up the bomb as well. Let's see if Attach still has that sniper. No, so he's going to put it away. It looks like mainly only one assault rifle here for FaZe that's in the hands of Enable.
Clayster.
Oh, actually, Clayster has one as well. Sorry.
Slowly pushing up with that M8. And see, there's an example of that wall run, right? Attach just pushed by himself. He had no one there to back him up. He just dies easily. Thankfully, though, Clayster is able to strike the headshot on Saints. Zooma does spot the one player sitting top kitchen. So, FaZe with the number advantage. How will they elect to play this one? It looks like they've slowly begun to rotate towards the back of their base. They're trying to watch the flank because they're looking for one player. That player, though, which I don't know, is right on the other side of the wall of Enable. Love this positioning from replays. Will Enable check it? It does.
He always checks his corners, man. He always checks his corners. Oh, he's actually going to back up. That works, too.
Okay, well,
Getting out of harm's way.
Replays now just took Enable's position, and now they're all below him. It looks like they're going to go for this A-bomb push. You can see one player sitting right above them in kitchen. Replays with the kill on Zooma. It's now a 2-on-2. Beautiful timing there as Spacely picks up Clayster. It's now a 1-on-1, and Spacely drops Enable. So let's break down what just happened right there, right?
Okay.
So, Replays drops out from top bedroom, gets great timing on Zooma. He kills him. Replays just books it away. In that time, Clayster realizes, whoa, I've got to reposition where I'm looking, and he goes to look bottom couches. Well, then Spacely just peeks out, kills him, and then the player planning goes, oh my god, I've been spotted. He's just going to come kill me. I need to go challenge him. And he loses that gun battle with the M8 up close. Beautiful job by Luminosity to make that number disadvantage wind up working out. They sneak that defense. Now up 2-1.
And this is awesome to see, right? So Replays also puts away the sniper. And this is something we were talking about yesterday. These guys need to know when to put the sniper away. They're like, okay, you know, I got my kills. I don't think they're going to peek out like that again. I'm going to go ahead and put it away. Spacely, he's got his glitch available to use, and he's got some good position to work with here.
Spacely sitting in that top lab control, his teammate with the bomb, sitting towards that middle side of the map. You can see that EMP being used. He calls out to his teammates, hey, there's got to be someone below us because that will hit the player in that radius. John still sitting top lab. He'll rotate towards middle map. Typically, you don't see any luck with the VMP from that range of the player on couches.
Ooh.
Did he spot the player on tables? It doesn't appear so. They have gotten control of the B site. There is one player still flanking bunker. Who is that? That's going to be Replays. He is the key player to watch in this round.
Especially because Clayster just gave that up.
Yeah.
It looks like he's going to push these guns on the bomb. Spacey trying to respond with the kill. He does so. Still has the glitch. You got to keep that in mind. Replays not going to commit to the flank. Saints also in a good position to watch the bomb. Spacey picks up 2. Gets traded after that. Replays and Saints both in good positions here. Replays finds 1. Checks the bomb. Finds the last player alive. It's Zooma in a 1-on-2. Has Psychosis, but not a lot of time to work with.
He has no chance. Even by the time he gets towards this bottom lab area, he's going to wind up pushing out. He's going to have the 2 players pitching
this guy gave up his position.
No. I mean, that was actually the right play there. Typically, that setup is you have one player sitting right outside bottom lab in that back corner right there, which is exactly where you see Saints, and then Replays will sit this corner right below the wall. Not only is it tough to see because you're covered in shadows, but look at how easy that trade would have been. If Replays dies there, unless Saints spontaneously goes blind or his hands fall off, he'll get that kill.
Yeah, so Luminosity once again impressing us in Search and Destroy, but Clayster, he's got the overdrive, and this is going to be the round he uses it.
And he missed his first boost slide. He missed his second boost slide.
But
he
still,
doesn't use his third. He's still at the B site. You can see the trophy came in, but they elect not to push anyone onto it. This actually might wind up working out for Replays as he's still sitting back there. John on the flank with a beautiful 2-piece, taking down Enable and Clayster. That's prime for Luminosity to go up 4-1 in this game.
I mean, Zooma really should be watching that angle, shouldn't he? He should be covering the backs of the guys who push up on the bomb site. Now it's all up to him. Well, he has this Psychosis, but it's a 1-on-4. This is so tough to win.
If you look at it, he's the only person who's in charge of that bunker flank.
Yeah, that's true.
He was sitting doing something like this. John peeks right at the bottom mansion area, takes 2 players down.
He's getting flanked by 3 guys, too.
He's getting flanked by 3 players. He's got someone watching their front side. The best thing he can do is just run straight out that door, but nope. It's not like he has any clue that 3 players are flanking him. Replays cleans him up. 4-1 round lead for Luminosity.
I mean, LG, they're hitting some really good timings right now.
Yeah.
Whenever they choose to push out and challenge these kills near the bomb sites, near specific areas of the map, it's like at that specific moment, someone from FaZe just stopped watching that spot on the map. So they're hitting good timings. Everything is going their way here in Search and Destroy. And I definitely did, especially watching them yesterday going into that Search and Destroy, I did not expect this team to be that good in this game mode. But this is looking like one of their best modes.
Well, I'll tell you right now, the man that was great yesterday, the man that was great today in S&D, you're highlighting him right now. That's going to be replays.
Oh.
He's the one watching that bunker flank. Nobody is there as of yet, but
Clayster already pushed through.
Clayster got through what, middle map or the bunker area? Did he
push through bunker?
Wow, I missed that one when I was going on my little Replays fanboy rant. But you know why I went on that rant? Is for a play like that. Replays gets the second as well. That was anticlimactic. Now it's up to Zooma in the 1v2. He's got 1 player spotting him, and that's going to be a 5-1 round lead. Luminosity really running away with this one.
All right, so where FaZe is losing this game is they're just not trading kills, man.
Yeah.
You know, the guys from Luminosity, they're able to pick up kills, then get away and stay alive later in the round. So FaZe, they need to step up their teamwork. They need to put themselves in a position to trade the kill when their teammate dies. They're now down by 4 rounds. They need to win the next 5. Otherwise, they lose the second map. They're going to find themselves on offense, and really, no one player standing out for FaZe right now. 5 kills for Zooma, 5 kills for Enable, 3 kills for Clayster, 1 for Attach. Nobody really rising to the occasion like you see replays from LG.
Well, there was a nice use of Psychosis, but instead Clayster betrays Zooma there with the team kill. Heatwave comes in, not going to make it happen, but that's going to be Replays with that sniper sitting towards that top kitchen area. I like that play by Replays. He goes towards that top kitchen area, catches his opponents off guard. They have no idea he's going to be there. He hasn't even shown near that side of the map the entire game. Luminosity take the S&D 6-1. They made that one look easy.
And Replays wasn't even sniping in some of the previous rounds. Used it in like round 1, round 2, put it away.
Yep.
Took it back out. So when FaZe were pushing, they definitely weren't expecting a sniper, let alone in that area. So switching things up. Good dynamic play from Luminosity Gaming as they win Search and Destroy. So as you were saying, the series now tied up. Could find them there.
Up instantly. But as we say that, we head into the Ban and Protect. And already John's got rid of the Shiva.
And there's the Vesper.
FaZe, which is attached, dropping that Vesper.
Okay, so what else are we going to see? There goes High Caliber, probably Rapid Fire as well. A lot of tacticals you could see get taken out. There goes Overdrive by Clayster, but the flashbangs, the concussions, those are things that you kind of expect to see banned out. Speaking of which, there's a flashbang by Spacely. What else do you expect to see here, Courage?
Concussion.
Yeah.
To go away wouldn't surprise me at all. Maybe Smokes. We've kind of seen that more and more in Uplinked CTF. You always love to mention that one. I don't know. I mean,
any specialists aside from Overdrive?
Kinetic would really be the first one to come to mind.
There's Rapid Fire.
There goes Rapid Fire. So if anything, it would probably be concussion and maybe like a perk ban like Overclock or Afterburner. See, I was thinking Afterburner in that perk 1 slot. Really, those are the 2 that we see contested most.
Okay, so what's this last ban going to be from Enable? Things like the concussion is still up. There's the kinetic armor, so concussions will be in play for this game. 2 abilities getting taken out, 1 perk, couple guns and attachments.
And it's really nice to see, right? This game has a very good balance of flashes to stuns. Like, flashbangs are very good in their own right. You can't see anything, trust me. I actually made a Vine on that. Stuns, yes, you lose vision for a second, but it's really the stun, the concuss that happens to you, slowing you down, making your guy sluggish. They have 2 very different uses. That's why a lot of teams will just ban them both out because you don't want to deal with them at all.
Yeah, that also makes it so you don't have to run tac masks on your classes, so that's just an extra point you get. But speaking about the specialists that we're going to see in this game, active camo getting picked up by both teams. The Vision Pulse by Clayster, the Scythe by Zooma. Spacely goes for the Annihilator, and John picks up Heatwave.
Pretty interesting stuff. I like seeing Clayster with that Vision Pulse. Excited to see where he uses that on the map. Annihilator grabbed by Enable. So, Annihilator and Scythe for both teams. The big difference between these 2 squads is the Heatwave versus the Vision Pulse.
Yeah.
Nothing too crazy, though, for me going into this game. Really no major surprises. The bans make a lot of sense. Afterburner being out will kind of affect the movement. We've seen a lot of times where a player goes to jump off that back barn area when he goes out that back barn window, slides off it, lands right beneath the portal, tries to hop up and dunk it, can't. Tries to hop up and dunk it, can't. When you don't have afterburner, you got to wait 2 or 3 more seconds. That's a lot of time for a player to flank back from their spawn and take you out before you can dunk it in.
And that's a very valid point. Players now need to be mindful of how much of their thruster they're using. But also, for the first perk, you're either going to see Flak Jacket or Overclock. Maybe you might not even see a first perk, but with the amount of abilities that have been chosen, I do think those players will be using Overclock. But things like the weapons that you earn a little bit slower, maybe you're not going to see Overclock used for those.
Now, do you think Clayster elects to use Vision Pulse now because he realizes Overclock will be used by him on his classes?
Potentially. It also depends, like, how is Clayster going to be playing in this uplink? Is he going to be putting himself in a position where he can consistently use that Vision Pulse? Is he going to use it offensively, defensively? I mean, Vision Pulse is always interesting. Like, you see it used a lot in Search and Destroy. See it every now and then for the respawn game modes.
Yeah.
But it all depends. And that's the case with all these specialists. Can you get consistent use out of it?
Well, that remains to be seen. Uplink now on Fringe. It seems like the strategy is pretty simple. You grab the drone from middle map, you toss it forward towards that small fence side if you're trying to spawn on or score on barn, You can go for the 1-point toss from the fences over the barn into the portal, or you can run it from that back turbine area. You get some cover by a teammate who's on back rocks. You kill the players as they're rotating back off the spawn. On the other side of things, it looks like those pushes need to be a little bit more coordinated. Yes, you can push it forward, but you already have to have control of rails. You force a spawn out in tins. You at least go for one dunk and see where the play goes from there.
I mean, it is a little bit easier to dunk it, at least on that side. But
absolutely.
Making that initial push is a little bit harder, right? Because you're kind of forced through that track side of the map. As you're saying, if you don't have that initial position to work with, it's a little bit tougher. Plus, you can't just send everybody through tracks, right? You need one player, trying to fight through middle map. Just trying to get a different angle on the opponents and help out the players pushing through, especially that drone carrier.
Well, game 3, loading up now. Fringe Uplink, my favorite map. Fringe is my favorite map.
I love
Black Ops 3. Is that yours, or what would you go with? Fringe?
Yeah,
okay.
Fringe.
Fringe reminds me a lot of Standoff. A lot of people say, there's a Granny's house as well. There's 3 defined lanes. There's
grandmas have a lot of houses in Call of Duty.
Yeah, why is that? I mean, we've got all the way back to, like, what, COD 4 with Granny's houses back there on Overgrown?
Yeah.
See, I know my stuff, Revan. I know you've been playing since like you were 8 years old, but I've been around for a long time too. Just wasn't a pro player, and I'll always regret that about myself. But the M8 pushing towards middle map on Zooma. He gets dropped by replays. Enable in charge of watching that rails area, and he does a great job.
Looks like the respawn delay a little messed up here as players are like instantly spawning. Yep. So these guys are gonna end the game. I don't expect them to go through the picks and bans again. Just, start up, keep the same classes, keep the same specialist abilities when you go through the specialist draft. We'll try to get this sorted out as quickly as possible, but at least I recognized it early in the game.
Yeah, thankfully they didn't play through. It's a little tough to not realize a respawn delay, especially in Uplink. Uplink, obviously, respawn delay 5 seconds. Hardpoint, the only one with no respawn delay. The respawn delay in Search and Destroy is an entire round. Basically, if you die, you don't come back. So we will get this one started right back up. It did look like Enable was in charge of watching that rails side for FaZe. This map, though, do you like seeing teams with a 3-1 AR setup where they have 3 ARs, 1 sub? Do you want more of a 2-2? Where does that kind of stand for you?
I think you want to start the game with 3-1 because that's going to be like the most static.
That's ARs to subs.
Yeah, 3 ARs to 1 SMG. This map, Fringe, fairly AR dominated. A lot of positions where you could get many kills with the assault rifle, but as the game progresses, as things get a little more chaotic, you might want to switch to a 2-2 setup.
Okay.
Just to, help out that drone carrier with the aggression. And there are going to be some close range gunfights when you get inside that barn area, when you get closer and closer towards the goal, especially over near the grandma side where you might want an SMG.
Absolutely. It makes complete sense, especially as you're getting more towards those close quarters. Now, let me ask you. Obviously, Black Ops 3, it's your first real-time experiencing Uplink as a commentator. How you liking it so far? How do you think it stacks up against CTF or some of the other objective game modes?
I think it's a lot more exciting. There's definitely action going down all across the map. The one thing I like to see is the dynamic between, the drone carrier and what they decide to do with it. You see players who are very comfortable with just tossing it forward, helping their teammates slay. Other players choosing to maintain control of the drone and pushing alongside their teammate, just kind of having somebody hold their hand, and escorting them towards the drone, or towards the goal. There are a lot of different things that I like about Uplink. I just think when comparing it to something like CTF, I think it's a little bit more faster paced, but both game modes can really offer for some exciting moments.
Yeah, I think that's really what you hit at the end was the key thing, the exciting moments. I think Uplink leaves a lot of opportunity for major plays to happen, right? Someone hits a crazy shot, it's a bounce shot, or they intercept it. That was very big in AW with how the boosting worked. You would basically have someone going for a toss, you jump up next to the portal, and then boost across as it's coming to time that movement perfectly. A little bit tougher in Black Ops 3 because of how the movement is a little bit slower with the boost, because it's more of a kind of jetpack push-up.
You still see it from time to time, but
exactly.
It is a little less frequent than Advanced Warfare.
Yeah, so it looks like we are going to be just going right back in with the same picks and bans. They wind up picking their specialists, and then we'll head right back into game on Fringe. Uplink, we saw, I think, 3 ARs off the start from FaZe there, which is not too surprising at all.
Yeah.
Things I really like about Fringe is it's a 3-lane map. It's got some great areas for cover. It's great in every single game mode. I mean, we use it across everything. And one of my favorite parts, too, is the battle between top grandmas and top barn. Like, you'll have AR players across the map, or an S&D, 2 snipers trying to hit each other. You'll have someone sitting right below that side roof on Granny's, double jumping from right outside tin, trying to hit a shot.
Or even just doing the spiral along the silos.
Hey. I still haven't hit one of those shots yet, so.
I've seen you fail multiple times.
So. I've literally missed 700 shots. I lose my team S&D rounds because I just sit up there the whole time and try to snipe that shot. Have you hit one yet?
I don't even try to go for it.
That's true, because you actually care about what happens in the game. I just have fun. It's the difference between us, Revan. But we're loading back into the game. Don't worry, we won't keep you guys waiting any longer. Game 3 between FaZe and their opponents in Luminosity Gaming, starting up in just a few moments. I mentioned how this is one where Luminosity needed to win that map too.
Yeah.
Or else I said it was going to be 3-0'd, so they did. This is a series that I can really now see
going to game 5.
Going 5 games, and that's just not me as a caster. Like, I want to see game 5, round 11. But no, like, really, I think it could, because the slaying power we've seen so far is pretty even. FaZe did have the advantage in game 1. Game 2, though, it was all Luminosity. We'll see if FaZe can bounce back here in Uplink on Fringe.
So, yeah, you were right. FaZe, they're using 3 assault rifles, 1 SMG, and Attach is going to be that main SMG player. He's going to be pushing over through the small room. Has a lot of action going down in all lanes on this map. Attach loses his fight. Enable wins it, but he gets cleaned up by John. Let's actually switch over to him and see what he could do as he decides to push to this side of the map.
Well, John trying to push forward, but as we switch on to him, Clayster is there pre-aiming with that M8, making it look easy, reading the play like a book, and
he's got 5
here's the
on this thing.
XR2, only 2 perks, no nades. He's using a super weapon right now. Here comes the 1 burst. Oh, well, John actually wound up getting that one. Saints will begin to rotate towards this middle of the map and get aggressive.
So the one thing you see with Saints is he's a little bit allergic to the objective, right? He's more focused on getting kills and doing the slaying work around the map. Basically, he's going to be the guy controlling the drone. Tosses it over towards John as he makes his way through, but that's going to be 3 down for Luminosity Gaming. Saints on the last one live, picks him 1. There goes Attach. Has a VMP in his back pocket, but Enable, he's got control of the drone. He's running it through the track side of the map. Misses the beat down, and he actually gets taken down. It's going to be Clayster there trying to follow up the push. Does not want to pick up the drone here, just trying to stay alive and maintain his position.
I like this a lot from Clayster to wind up falling back, tries to live. Unfortunately, though, with only a pistol to switch to, it wasn't enough as 3 players began to push him. John leading the charge for Luminosity. He continues to fly out. Enable is there. A beautiful bait and switch, though, with replays. Nice. Zooma on the hard flank throw gets one. The armor of the ball carrier has enough to be able to rotate back towards that rail side. Spacely gets the better of Zooma there. Players are just flying around at the moment, even with Afterburner banned out. Right? Was it banned out? I think so. Yeah, because I thought it was going to be overclocked. Yeah. Okay, good. Yeah, because we had to get that restart going. But now replays, pushing all the way through that back side of his base. He's got to regain control of that rail side. Attach, examining the floor, picks up an M8, only 32 shots on it. Does get clipped by that EMP, and a nade comes flying in. Looks like they're going to wind up giving up that drone momentarily, as Attach is just trying to stay alive. Did he spot the player crossing? It doesn't appear so.
I don't think so.
Gosh, this time he can wind up working out so well in his favor, but he is getting challenged from 2 different players. He's just trying to stay alive inside little.
Yeah, he's just trying to maintain some sort of presence over near the track side of the map. He's going to earn his camo, but the drone was reset. John has control of it, goes for the 1-point toss, but just narrowly misses. However, that's going to force FaZe to either back up and toss it out of the map to try to reset it, or buy time.
And look at this overextend by Luminosity. FaZe have to know that they're pushing this side of the map because all of FaZe is spawning near tracks. John is the last alive for Luminosity. He gets pushed back towards bricks. He does have his heat wave. Will Enable elect to just run this drone? It does appear so. They've already began to push it towards that track side of the map. Vision Pulse was just used by Luminosity. You could see, or sorry, by Clayster, so you could see how he has some people tagged. John rotating towards L wall.
Right now too.
Look at Clayster all the way in the back of the map.
Finds one, takes down replays, but the drone was
nice.
Picked up by, I believe that was Spacely. He throws it out, but there's a guy here. It's going to be Zooma. He's going to regain control. 2 go down for FaZe as Luminosity, a great defensive hold by them. But you got to get it with the Clayster, man. He made a sick play, was being so annoying in the Luminosity base.
Now, my question is, as you can see, Attach is able to stay alive there to pick up 1 kill and helps kill the drone carrier, is Clayster used Vision Pulse in Luminosity's base. They know that that ping happened around their base, but they still didn't diagnose where he was, and they didn't chase down the kill. They just let Clayster kind of
flank around,
run all around their base, even though they had some idea that he had to be over there. Beautiful use of the wall run there by Saints to get that vision over the white truck to pick up the kill on Attach. Clayster now in that power position near middle map. Love this positioning on top of the boxes by Enable. Unfortunately for him, though, jumping and shooting in this game is definitely tougher than sitting on the ground and pre-aiming with an M8, which John just showed right there. Zooma loses the gun battle to John. So, after 4 minutes of gameplay, it remains tied up 0-0.
Yeah, FaZe, they're getting so close to being able to score, but Luminosity just keep coming up clutch on the defensive side of things. And here we go. This is going to be another opportunity. Clayster, he's got the drone in hand. This is almost certainly going to be a dunk. And there you go. The first 2 points of the game coming with 35 seconds remaining in the first half. And now FaZe, they're going to try to set up a bit of a relay here. Now Zooma, he gets the drone off respawn. You see the pass coming in. Attach, he was in a very good position to try and score, but Clayster, he's locking down the spawns, trying to pick up kills. Enable now the last one alive. He's got the Annihilator in his hand. Does he go for the kills? He's got the drone in his hand. Goes for
the heat wave.
Nice.
It missed from John. It missed from John, but Enable was still able to get in the 1-point play. Let's talk about a couple things here. FaZe currently outslaying their opponents by about 12 kills. Then you also add in the fact that FaZe definitely had an opportunity to dunk there, right?
Yeah.
But this goes back to what we saw earlier in that complexity game. You saw when Ricky was pushing up with Parasite. Parasite was his lead blocker. Ricky passed him the drone.
Kind of
Ricky dies, Parasite drone dies. There, it looked like Zooma, grabbed that drone middle map, and Attach was pushed further up. He went to pass the drone to Attach. Attach just gets shot in the back because he has no lead blocker.
Well, I think they were relying on Clayster, who was in top Grandma's, right? He was locking down the spawns as they pushed through auto, but somebody from Luminosity spawned out, right?
Yeah.
And he was able to push through, so that was just something that was covered by Attach, not covered by Clayster. They thought it was secure. They decided to pass forward, at least Enable, kind of dodging that heat wave where the heat wave didn't have enough range to affect him. He does get that 1-point score at the end.
Well, there goes a stun coming out. He's actually going to stun himself. It doesn't even matter as Clayster picks up 2, and just like that, Attach finds a third, make it 4. A beautiful start for FaZe. They're up by 2 possessions at the moment, and they begin to run this drone towards the opposing team's base. Here's that moment I was talking about.
Could use camo.
No afterburner. He does have camo, but he's got no protection from his teammates. He's got no armor left. He's running out the front door. Will he get the pass? He does. Uses that camo. Picks up another kill as well. Dylan Price, you absolute savage. Nice play from him. He's got Zooma there watching the back alley. Clayster might be able to get this drone off into the opposing team's base. And
that bounced off the roof
right back, yeah. So,
but regardless, you know, they still have control of this area. As I say that, Enable drops, but here comes Attach. Continuing this push forward. Knows there's one player near the drone. Can he pick up the kill and keep this push going?
They still haven't killed Zooma. Zooma now on a 5 streak. Oh, he's got the sight as well. This could get out of hand quick. If you're a fan of Luminosity, he's 100 points away from calling in that lightning strike. I would be so hyped if he was able to drop that Wraith on the map. Zooma does die, though, close range to Spacely. That's quite unfortunate if you're a fan of the Red Militia. But right now, though, FaZe really just controlling this game. Everyone's positive. Everyone's working together as a team. Replays is 6 and 18. He struggled very much in the hard point and slaying. He's struggling very much now in the uplink and slaying as well.
You know, something going well for Luminosity, they're only down by 4 points. They've regained control of their base, so things might start to stabilize for them. As I say that, Enable, he gets control of the drone, starting to push it forward. He's got teammates next to him. He's going to go around the barn. You just saw Clayster miss a shot similar to this. Can Enable hit it? Yes, he can.
Done.
So it's going to be a 3-possession game now for Luminosity.
Beautiful shots again with that M8, not able to connect with the 2-piece on John. Clayster continuing to move that drone up, and that's maybe an example, right, where you want to see Clay maybe just throw that drone forward and still play for kills middle map. Zooma's M8 shot is surprisingly good. It reminds me a lot of, say, a player like Scump, where all you hear about is subplay, and then they switch
out the assault rifle and they never miss.
And they still look like a top player who did it all the time in AW. when playing in that game.
Hot
But
potato.
Replay's smart play there against Attach. 5-0 lead, though, still for FaZe Clan.
Okay, so let's see if Luminosity can rebound here. Replays has control of the drone. He's got his active camo, can use it to try to be a catalyst for a play. So pushing up towards the tracks. He's got teammates around him to try to help him out, clearing out this area. And he's just buying his time. He's waiting for his teammates to pick up these necessary kills. John gets one. Saints gets the other. Camo gets activated.
Oh.
Saints picks up the kill. He's going to progress this towards the jump, but he gets stunned. Spacey has the Annihilator helping him out. Saints is there, picks up another kill, and there's a dunk for Luminosity. They get some first points on the board, and they still have 2 minutes to work with. He's got an HC. He's working towards some more streaks.
And that's an example, right, of the flashbang being banned out, but the concussion staying in. With that concussion, see how slow he got, but now Clayster has a drone. He's going for a blitz right now. Zooma just had his player spawn nearly right on top of him. He's going to go for the dunk. He gets it in the final moment, and while Replays was able to get on the board and give Luminosity a chance in this game, they were all so far pushed up that there was no one in their base.
Yeah, so they were just forgetting about their base right there, and perfect response from FaZe. Luminosity get a dunk. FaZe, they capitalize on the positions not covered by Luminosity, and they get a dunk on their own. So now 1 minute 20 seconds remaining in the game. Luminosity now need to start playing pretty reckless right here. They can't worry about the flank. We saw that occur in the earlier game, Envy versus Complexity. Can't worry about that flank. You get one guy flanking all the way through. Auto set up over near the wall. Could be an easy toss. Something could happen for FaZe right here, except they're fighting from the other side of the map.
Clayster has been a thorn in Luminosity's side throughout this whole game, whether he's flanking their base. He was just controlling top barn for a good 20, 30 seconds there as Luminosity responding all the way out by back alley. Another toss. Nope. That one misses, but the drone's in an awkward spot. Yeah. I mean, right now, Luminosity's pushing fully up on the map, and look where John has to do. I mean, that was actually good that he missed for FaZe, because it's taken so much longer for them to come back. It's not like
and now his teammates die. FaZe now have control.
It's not like if he hit that shot, it makes it a 4-possession game instead of 3. It would still remain a 3-possession game. I actually really think that was the better thing to happen. It killed about 20 seconds on the clock and really put the nail in the coffin. For me, that's going to be a really close but secured Game 3 victory for FaZe. That 2-piece really ended it all for me right there. Attach, +7. Clayster, +1. Enable, +4. Zooma, +2. A group slaying effort for FaZe. They win that map and go up 2-1 in this best of 5.
I mean, really speaking a bit more about that missed shot, you got John. He's forced to back up to get that drone, right? In the meantime, his teammates, they're trying to push up on the map. They're now fighting 3v4 for whatever positions they're trying to go for. So they're fighting a man down. They wind up, all dying. They lose control of everything they just fought to gain. FaZe, they're able to stabilize. They take mid-map control. They close out the game from there. But really, I mean, you said it well. Clayster was a thorn in the side of Luminosity that entire game. You saw it from that initial vision pulse, just, controlling that grandma side of the map. Shooting them off of respawn, locking down their spawns as well. Clayster played really well, but also Zooma, man, his M8 shot was unreal that map.
Well, Enable leading his team there to a Game 3 victory. He finished 28-21, 2 throws to his name. Clay with 2 dunks.
Really curious to see what's going to go on here. And first thing off the board is going to be a ban from Replays. He takes out the Vesper.
Replays takes that Vesper out right away. Attach had done that a couple times this series. Now he's going to have a completely different band to go in with. You expect maybe rapid fire, high caliber.
I like that they take their time with it, though.
Yeah, they kind of give themselves an opportunity to go for maybe a different type of pick. He's got 3 seconds. Okay, now, okay, good. Overdrive gets banned out.
Whew. Thought he was going to miss his band there like Slasher did. But fortunately, Attaches at his PlayStation 4. He's there to get the ban. And here comes the Shiva from John. So high caliber I expect to see coming next. Maybe a rapid fire or a stun grenade, a flash grenade. All things that we expect to see banned. Very common bans. There's rapid fire from Space.
And mention how this map smokes definitely strong on it.
Very useful.
You go, if you're trying to pull the flag from that bottom lab area, you drop the smoke right on the flag capture point, you pull it and just run it anywhere. You can run it on outside any side. Kinetic gets banned out. There goes the flashbang.
Fully expect to see the concussion after this.
Yeah, that's almost like a joint team effort, right, between Saints and Zooma to kind of be like, okay, let's ban out both tactical grenades. 14 seconds remaining. Let's see what they wind up doing.
Although, like I said, I love that they're taking their time with it. Clearly, he's talking to his teammates. He's like, guys, what benefits us the most?
Smokes.
And it's going to be the smoke ban. Great decision from Zooma. Of course, you got to watch out for those concussions. That's going to slow down all the flag runners unless they're running tac mask. So that's going to be a perk you might want to see. But obviously, the smoke grenade, something that's basically you might use a bit more of. Now we're moving into the specialist draft. Both attach and replays picking active camo.
Right off the bat, we saw, I was looking over, and I think Crim6 used active camo on this map for Optic Gaming, so you could see teams definitely finding more and more ways to utilize that specialist. You think with where the flag cap points are, you get it into your main room, you pop your camo. If there's players in your base, you just run it right in with a nice slide. You're invisible. Shouldn't be too tough. And then the heat wave and vision pulse get picked up for John and Clayster respectively.
I mean, speaking a bit more about the active camo, you're in a stalemate situation. You could also use that camo, get behind enemy lines, get that clutch game-winning return. But the Annihilator for Spacely, heat wave for Enable, Zooma also going for the Annihilator, and Saints will pick up the scythe. So the Annihilator, we don't see it too often on this map. You saw Goondra make that amazing play at the land. I just think when it comes to the Annihilator, it's such a good mobile killing weapon, right? One shot, one kill, and it could really be a catalyst for making that huge play.
What I really am looking forward to in this game is seeing how these coordinated pushes come out, right? Like, both of these teams, you think, are flank heavy. You think of the likes of a sneaky Replays or a sneaky Spacely. Then you add in Zooma, who's the king of flanks that everyone has known.
Might as well just change his name to Flank.
Yeah, I mean, literally just the word flank. Like, that's it. And where's Flank? He's missing. He's probably flanking. Like, stuff like that in communications would be quite funny. But then you also think about how you have these ARs in Saints and Clayster who are probably just going to battle middle map through the entire game. Like, I could literally see Saints and Clayster killing each other like 25 times this game. Just
haven't gotten killed by anyone else. They just kill each other off of every respawn.
Yeah, and it's like, okay, well, Saints wins that time. Okay, they have the advantage. Clayster wins that time. They have the advantage. And it just goes back and forth. So those small things, those small engagements are going to be the big key difference makers in this game 4.
I'm curious to see what's going to be the setup here. Is it going to be like a 2-2 split between the subs and assault rifles? I think that might be the way to go on a map like Breach. But we'll see. You know, maybe they choose to run 3 SMGs, 1 assault rifle just to kind of anchor down over near, you know, like top glass, top broken, top AC, over near construction as well. A lot of different areas where you can make the assault rifle or the SMG work.
Hopefully these guys got a chance to watch TP earlier and don't make the same mistake as him. If you missed that, TP.
Well, things like Afterburner's still in.
Yeah, running the flag.
Overclock's still in.
Wound up trying to reset the way he was running, so he was running one way, tried to reverse it on the wall, and just fell right off.
He goes, oh, God, there's a guy flanking me. Oh, wait, there's a guy middle map.
And
runs out of thruster, falls
drops
down with
off the map. So we'll see if that winds up happening. Obviously, this is a map that is, you could fall off really any edge of the map because it's a skyscraper.
Glad to see no Psychosis picked as well.
Yeah, that was pretty interesting. This is another map that Psychosis you could make an argument for, but I like the camo use picked by both teams right off the bat. Our classes are in, our specialists are picked, our ban and protects are done. Game number 4 between FaZe and Luminosity loading up. Luminosity with their backs against the wall. If they lose this map, they lose their first series here in the Call of Duty World League North American Pro Division. If FaZe take this map 4, they start up the season a perfect 2-0. The start that the Red Militia would love to see from their professional team. A lot of big announcements FaZe has been teasing in these next coming weeks. What a pleasure it would be to have their Call of Duty team leading the league. But we are loading into map number 4. Let's hop into the game to see how things start off.
All right, so I want to start things off with somebody from Luminosity. I think Spacely has got to be my player to watch. And off the bat, he's moving over towards this B-bomb site area. He actually has an M8 in hand. He's going to get some early shots down, but he gets outgunned there by Attach. So FaZe winning the initial gunfights all around the map. Saints the last one alive. Could let this play sneak by, but he gets spotted trying to return some fire. Picks up the kill onto Zooma, and he's just going to back up as it's going to be Attach getting the first flag grab of the game.
Beautiful use of the boost slide there to already charge towards that second hardpoint area. Now he's got it moving through construction.
Weren't we just talking about this situation?
We were just saying how the flanks make a massive difference. Saints has one player charging with him as they rotate the flag back. Attach is being pinched from multiple areas. He's got Spacely now right above him. That's Clayster who drops.
Where'd he go?
Attach just snuck away right up through bottom, or no, he flanked, right through top middle. Now he's got the flag back in his lobby, and his teammates have all spawned up, and already we have ourselves in a stalemate. This could go on for a while.
Yeah, potentially. Let's see how Zooma decides to approach it. So he finds one kill, gets the second as well. Nice shots, and he's going to continue this push. So now it's going to be Spacely trying to cover Saints. Zooma coming around the corner. He also has a teammate coming through electric. That's going to be Clayster. So they're going to be able to make a good push. There's the flanker. He could slide in and get this return, and he's going to do it.
Zooma gets all 4 as he gets the return. The cap comes in. Zooma, you absolute beast. He starts the game off 5-2, single-handedly picking apart every single player. I think we found ourselves a highlight clip there. What a start for Tommy P in this game number 4. He already puts FaZe up 1-0.
Making a big play for his team and now getting it done on the defensive side of things. So he takes down Saints, just trying to slow down the push, and you see the spawns coming in. He gets one player, one teammate, that's going to be Clayster, spawning right next to him, and you got Attach going for the overextension.
You have Clayster at 0-5, and FaZe is winning this game. Zooma has more kills than his entire team combined.
Get the flag right now.
Attach is completely flanked around his opponents. They've got one player pushing towards their bottom AC near lobby. That's going to be Spacely, I believe, who's around that side of the map. No,
Saints.
That's actually Saints, who's trying to go on that flank. It looks like this is a coordinated push out. 4 players do begin to charge out. They catch Clayster off guard. The trading kills coming back and forth. Enable with the heat wave. He gets him, and it's Attach now running it in. A more favorable trade for FaZe. This looks like another capture right now. The 4-man coordinated push from Luminosity gets shut down with ease. And here it comes in. Attach will cap this one 2-0 lead. What a hold by FaZe Clan.
Now he's starting to work towards some score streaks. Already has the HC, has his active camo. Things not looking good right now for Luminosity Gaming. Replays got him highlighted on the minimap. He's playing paranoid right now. He's going to go back and check. He's like, we can't let that happen again, guys.
Yeah, Attach, they had no idea where he was. If you think from Luminosity, not only is it frustrating that your 4-man push didn't work, but it's even more frustrating that it didn't work against only 3 players.
Yeah.
They put an all-in type play there. Hey, we need to win this. If we don't, we basically give up all map positioning we have, but then even worse for them, which they didn't know, Attach was behind them. So they gave up a flag cap.
Yeah, Luminosity, they just waited so long to begin that push. Like, it bought so much time for Attach to make that play happen. He had all the time in the world. You saw the LG guys there. They were post up top glass, bottom broken. They had one guy coming along the flank. It took so long to set that play up.
When they started to get in that position, Attach was sitting bottom lobby because he just spawned over there. Then he wound up running all the way to their base, running into their base, sitting near the flag. They began their push. Attach pulls it. Enable
again.
Hits the heat wave. And now here comes Clay as Zooma's in their base. He picks up 2. The 3rd player challenges. He's already weak, and Zooma gets the 3rd. Zooma is hitting every shot at the moment. Clayster just has 1 player to beat. It's going to be Saints. This timing is going to be absolutely crucial. Did Clayster spot the player in little room? That's Enable with the heat wave. FaZe are just putting on a show right now. They're getting all the cutoffs, all the kills. There's just 1 player they have to watch for. It's Spacely, and he dies. Revan, this isn't even close. This is not even remotely close. FaZe is up 3-0.
I mean, LG, nothing is going their way. FaZe, they're getting the cutoffs. They're tracking the players. They know where everybody is located. Enable now using the HC offensively. 2 down once again for LG. FaZe, they're just not stopping their aggression. They're keeping the pressure up on their opponents. They're not stopping anytime soon, man. 30 seconds remaining. This is only the first half, and FaZe already have a 3-flag lead.
FaZe positive 11 in the slaying department. You can see right there, Enable and Clayster spawn right back up. They know all we need to do is hold off 1 more push towards our base. Zooma gets 1. He's got his Lightning and his Hellstorm. 1 more kill, and he gets the Cerberus to drop on the map. It doesn't look like it's going to happen in this half. Maybe if this player pushes in the lobby, but no. That won't wind up happening. What a start for Zooma on a 6 streak. He's 13-5 with 2 streaks. FaZe up 3-0, primed to take this series 3-1.
And you know the crazy thing is, Clayster, he started off that game, before that first flag happened, he didn't even have a kill.
0-5.
I remember you touching upon it. That's just like, you know, essentially FaZe were playing 3v4, and they were able to capture a flag. But Luminosity, they got 5 minutes to cap 3 flags just to tie the game up.
And if you're wondering, you know, wow, it seems like Enable got that heat wave so often that first half. He used it, what, 2, maybe even 3 times? Well, there he gets it again. He's got overclock on. It's pretty darn good if you want to get that specialist up as soon as possible.
Yeah, especially when it comes down to these abilities, right? Those are things that you're in a little bit quicker, so you're going to get a lot of use out of them, and absolutely destroys John right there. By the way, Zooma got a kill. He's got the Cerberus.
Oh, here comes his little robot friend to drop on the map. I call it the mini Crim 6. It's just going to walk around, do whatever it wants to. The active camo being used. Spacely does spot Attach, though. FaZe more than happy to do a slow, methodical push because guess what?
They could keep them contained.
They have a Cerberus there in their base to protect them. Clayster.
Let him go, let him go, let him go, let him go. Oh, okay.
You want to see him.
I thought he was going to sneak by.
Yeah. Well, either way, look at the red arrows on the map. They were pushed up towards middle. Now they just had to forfeit that. Now they have to rotate back. Clayster knows his players behind him, but the pinch winds up working out for the boys of Luminosity. Enable more than happy with just playing this one slowly. Outside of construction, the flag is pulled. Attach is there to clear out replays. Nothing going right for Luminosity at the moment.
Yeah, now one player trying to push over near the porta potties, but Enable is there, takes down Saints. I mean, when it comes down to like controlling your lanes, FaZe have complete control. It's going to be the Cerberus of Zooma, picks up 2 kills at their flag. Enable now in a position to put pressure onto the LG base. And time's starting to wind down. You know, you got 3 minutes, 40 seconds. But LG, they still need to cap 3 flags. They need to make something happen. They can't worry about their flank. They can't worry about rotating back and covering their base. So this is going to open up lanes for guys like Zooma, guys like Attach to flank through. Zooma, he doesn't even want to push up on the map. He's choosing to play a little bit of defense as you see Clayster lighting things up. John, the last one alive for LG, he goes down. This is going to open things up for Clayster to push through towards the flag.
And this is where, if you're a Luminosity fan, this gets so frustrating to watch because FaZe can literally play this game so defensively. FaZe can,
they can do whatever they want, really.
We gave up a flag cap. Oh, well, we're still up by 2 captures, and we have a Cerberus on the map. We have 2 more streaks to use. Look at it. Zooma hasn't left his base for the last minute and a half.
He doesn't have to.
Yeah. And there's no reason to when he's got mini Crim6 killing everything on the map.
Got a baby Crim6 watching his flag.
Yeah, he gave birth, and now it's already fighting for him.
So really just everything going right for FaZe. They're winning their gunfights. They're maintaining their control on the map. They got score streaks to use. They're running time off of the clock, and they have a very comfortable lead. Clayster continuing to do damage. He's got the L-car in his hand. He has his teammate Enable going to go for the flagpole. Wow. Clayster finds another kill. He himself is about to earn some score streaks.
This is one of the most dominating showings I've seen so far in Black Ops 3 CTF. FaZe positive 20 in the slaying department. They have more streaks. They're about to be up 4-0. Mini Crim6 has perished. Rest in peace, 2016 to 2016. But
he might earn another one.
I honestly
19-6.
This is over, Revan. This game, I don't see how LG come back. They need to play flawlessly to end this game.
FaZe just need to drop their controllers, stop playing, put their PlayStation 4 into rest mode, and then I think LG might have a chance.
Yeah, that's a lot of things to ask of FaZe, too, with so much on the line. I don't think they're going to be willing to let LG force the Game 5. They do not want to face the wrath of Luminosity and search and destroy. Zooma, not only does he have a Hellstorm, not only does he have a Lightning,
he's got the Annihilator.
He's got the Annihilator, and he's got it in one of the best positions on the map to use it. His MH shot has been the most impressive thing I've seen today. I wish I was exaggerating, but it really has been. He is electric with this weapon in his hands.
And LG finally make it towards the FaZe flag, then they all get taken out.
They're all dead.
Yeah, they all die. That push is now forced to restart for LG. Attach, he's going to be pushing up. He's using his camo. Looks like he was spotted. Gets taken out by Saints, but it doesn't really matter at this point. 1:10 left on the clock. LG, they had too long of a road ahead of them. I'm going to have to agree with you. I don't think they're going to make it. Now Zooma, he's got the Annihilator in his hands, looking for some shots. Bit sloppy there, but he gets taken down. Attaches their trade. They kill Clayster with the HC. Kills the guy going for the flag.
Nice, done.
Yep. FaZe, they just had an amazing game. You got Zooma. He's 20-8. Enable, 19-8. You know, attaching Clayster, they don't really need to do much because you got guys like Zooma and Enable just putting on a show.
Close to positive 20 still in the slaying department. The ARs from close range this map have been lethal, just like that from Clayster. He's one bursting everything in sight. Every time I look at my kill feed, it's green killing red, man. I don't think LG obviously had the winning formula this game to take home this capture the flag. We mentioned how, you know, Spacely's so good at CTF. You expect the slaying power of Saints to match that of Clayster.
They were all really quiet. They were really flat this game, too.
Yeah, they just got outclassed, really, if I'm being quite honest with you, in Game 4. So, FaZe going to start off the league 2-0, winning this series 3-1. What a game from them as they're able to close this one out 4-0. Revit, it wasn't even close from start to finish.
Yeah, I mean, when you capture 3 flags in one half, like, you're going to put yourself in a good position to win the game, especially when you get streaks. You start off the next round with a mini Crim6 to Cerberus. Like, everything goes right for FaZe. Their teamwork was on point. They kept track of the players on Luminosity Gaming. They won their gunfights. Phenomenal performance by FaZe throughout this entire series.
Well, I do believe we have a couple things to look at prior to throwing the stream out.
Yeah.
One of which is the standings. H2K now 2-0, Envious now 2-0, Optic 2-0, and FaZe now 2-0. Still to come on the main stream, you've got Question Mark in their match versus Rise Nation, and then TK going up against DT is still underway.